Before we begin with this video, here's a quick and easy question for you all. Can you all tell us how old Elizabeth Olsen is? If you know the right answer, let us know in the comment section down below or stick to the end of the video, which is when I'm going to reveal the answer to this question. Hey guys, and welcome to FilMonger Entertainment, your #1 source for all things films and movies. And in today's video, we're going to look at Elizabeth Olsen's most embarrassing moments while filming as Scarlet Witch.
Do the cast give you a hard time about this?
No.
Do you come up?
I fell on my knee so hard because I was trying to walk down like rubble aggressively.
Although WandaVision gave Elizabeth Olsen a lot of attention and popularity, this is not the first time for her to star in a Marvel Cinematic Universe project, though Elizabeth Olsen got a lot of attention due to WandaVision's perplexing storyline and cliffhanger endings. Elizabeth Olsen has starred in several other Marvel movies, including the Avengers franchise.
Can't look at the ground when you're trying to be scary. I landed in the scene on wires and I lost my balance and I fell backwards and got totally slammed in the back of the head by the stunt person who was running.
Despite how athletic and coordinated Elizabeth Olsen might seem on big screen, she has her fair share of bloopers. Elizabeth Olsen fell twice while shooting battle scenes during Avengers Endgame.
Paul and I have worked with each other for now 6 years and have never been in a legitimate argument.
Even though many of the actors in the Marvel movies have stunt doubles to cover their more dangerous action sequences, they still have moments where they have to do the work. Elizabeth Olsen shamelessly opened up about her less athletic moments of filming during a recent interview with BBC Radio 1.
While he was painted purple and kissing me, his snot had dripped onto my face, and he got so genuinely angry and defensive. We got over it quickly, but it was definitely a weird moment.
Elizabeth Olsen's Scarlet Witch has entered a bit of a dark phase in her MCU character arc. After losing Vision to the Infinity War capping struggle against Thanos and the grueling meditation on grief that was WandaVision, she's achieved full villain status in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. In some sense, this iteration is a return to form for Sokovian Witch. As longtime fans will surely remember, she began her MCU journey as a dangerous Hydra experiment in Avengers Age of Ultron. That version of Wanda had completed a full redemption arc by the time Infinity War rolled out. But after the collapse of her idyllic hex around Westview, New Jersey, she's arguably more dangerous than ever before. So it's perhaps unsurprising that the actress behind Scarlet Witch had trouble filming some of her darker scenes in horror Sam Raimi's Doctor Strange sequel.
She's at a rave the whole movie.
Yeah.
Even though many actors might find these slip-ups embarrassing, Elizabeth Olsen thinks they are really funny when she watched the Avengers Endgame bloopers afterward.
Moments where I'm dealing with coats and I did like a triple take instead of a double. He was like, let's stick to the double take. The triple take was too much. I felt like it was a badge of honor to finally get my that's too much.
Sometimes in the MCU, scenes can be difficult or awkward to film because an actor is trying to shoot an arrow after getting both arms broken, confronting existential fears of death and loss, or simply battling against adverse weather conditions. For Elizabeth Olsen on set of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, the issue was organic to the script, and things got the darkest when she was working with two of her youngest co-stars. Before we jump into the next video, here's a quick shout out to our Instagram page, FilMongerFficial. If you're someone who loves Marvel and DC updates or any kind of Marvel and DC memes, then this is your one-stop.
The kids, the twins, do you think that they, Wanda and Vision, would like twins to follow in their footsteps, in their superheroic footsteps?
Oh, I think that they would welcome whoever they become because they're going to love their children unconditionally regardless. And they would allow them to just become who they were, destined to be.
I feel like I was really nervous before with the sitcom because it was our first time filming this show and it was in front of an audience. We're just like filming our failure. If it were going to fail, it was going to fail in front of a bunch of people.
Elizabeth Olsen struggles to watch herself in video playback. Although Elizabeth Olsen finds it really easy and funny to watch her bloopers, it is really difficult for her to watch herself acting in movies.
And then I changed. Sorry, hear people laughing.
For any actor, playing a character like Wanda Maximoff is a challenge because of all the twists and turns in her story. Before Doctor Strange 2, Olsen had already taken Wanda through one entire redemption arc. As Olsen put it, it's been really a wild couple years with her.
I think the sad thing is wearing that costume without any irony.
You will never ever have to wear what she wears in the comics.
Paul to be dressed in his. It was so fun.
Coming on the heels of WandaVision, Wanda is back in full-blown villain mode. For Olsen, some of Wanda's action in Doctor Strange 2 are disturbing, and she had a difficult time reconciling them with the character she thought she knew. In the film, Wanda is determined to create a universe where her two boys exist. But this comes at the cost of having to destroy Marika Chavez, a teenage girl with the ability to travel through the multiverses. Not only is Wanda willing to do that, but when Doctor Strange and his fellow wizards try to stop her, things get wild. Wanda wipes out several of Doctor Strange's fellow wizards, plus an entire superhero team called the Illuminati, which includes alternate Earth versions of Dr. Charles Xavier and Captain Carter.
You took everything from me.
I don't even know who you are.
You will.
I fell on my knee so hard because I was trying to walk down like rubble aggressively and like, you know, not looking. You can't look at the ground when you're trying to be scary. You have to just look at your, you know, the person you're fighting. And I totally fell.
That was the best I've ever been. Oh my God, that was so good. And the camera wasn't on him. It was on the other kid, and I didn't have the heart to tell him. And I really do think that in that moment, I was like, oh my God, like what, like a confidence, you know? And I think that to me it just gave me so much joy.
Wow! I didn't like that. Don't get up, everyone. I hated that. Let me do it again. Let me do it again. Let me do it again. Let me do it again.
And there was another moment when we were doing the big run.
I don't know how you're gonna get it through all that.
Don't worry.
She's got help.
Yeah, I think it was the big run with all the women, we're helping Marvel bring the gauntlet or the thing.
Stay here.
I hear people laughing.
People falling out the bottom of frames funny every time.
I think it's really hard to tell stories about grief and trauma that people really want to see. Like, oh, you should really check out this show. It's about grief and trauma. But we captured the audience through humor and charm, and so we already disarmed them.
We're done. Oh, that's your kiss.
I'm going to get you.
So I was wondering if you had to rank your top 3 Wanda or Scarlet Witch moments, what would they be?
Oh, wow. I think the first one that always comes to mind, because it was so scary for me to do, because I was new and it was Age of Ultron, is when Pietro dies and she crumbles to her knees and screams. I felt very scared to do it in front of the entire crew, and I was just kind of vulnerable to do something so big or whatever.
Bob, if you use this in this film, it's over.
Set.
Alright guys, that's it for today's video, and the answer to the question I asked you all at the beginning of the video is 33. Elizabeth Olsen is 33 years old. If you got this answer right, then you are a true fan of hers. Alright guys, we'll see you around next time with another brand new video. Till then, keep watching FilMonger Entertainment. Bye guys.